Well, hey, this is Rosa, Such Gracious. How you doing? Bringing you today a really quickie little meal. Should be ready about 20 minutes. It's called honey mustard pork chops. So let's get it rolling. I'm going to bring you down. Okay. Got all my ingredients. Honey mustard, garlic powder, mushroom powder, because I just want the flavor, because hubby likes mushrooms. I do not, but he does. Bee pollen. Spatula for turning. I may just be using tongs, I don't know. But the first thing that I got a bowl to place everything in. First thing I'm going to do is I vacuum seal my meat. So let's vacuum seal it. Let's open it up. And as frugal as I am, when it comes to meat, especially raw meat, I do not recycle my bags. Now I can't stand fat, so I'm going to cut some fat off. It also asks for butter. Let me get my butter and my honey. I put the honey in the microwave to loosen it up a little bit. Let me get my, I'm totally out of butter sticks. Okay. We'll just use the soft butter. Let me grab a knife to pour that in. So let's get to chopping. First thing I'm going to do is take off the excess fat, because I cannot handle that. And these are going to be cooked in a skillet. So I know some people like the fat for the flavor, but I'm not doing it. I just cannot handle biting into a piece of meat with a bunch of fat on it. Okay, that one's good. Let's do this other one. And we just got these at our local grocery store. Ooh, honey, it's time for you to sharpen my knife. Did you hear me? He ain't talking. He says, because I have to sharpen so many times. It's because I use them. Yeah. Okay, this is no good. Let me grab this other one. That's not it. That's not it either. Let's see if that one works. Okay, yeah it does, but it needs to be sharpened too. Okay. Now again, like always, especially when you're cooking with food, anything that you're going to ingest, make sure you start off with a clean workstation, clean hands. All your utensils are cleaned, so you don't get sick. Let me open up my trash can so I can dump it right away into my trash can to give myself room on the island here. I got a tiny galley kitchen and I got a tiny little island. But you know what? You make do with what you got. And y'all notice I'm not wearing no apron. I'm getting... I still have spillage at every video. Someday. I won't, but who knows? And I'm not worried about it. But that is one of my goals. To be not such a messy cook. Pay more attention. So I don't have spillage. Okay, those are done. This can go in the sink. This can go in the garbage. Sink. Let me do a quick wash. Sorry, my back is to you, but I don't want to touch my camera with this raw meat stuff. Okay. Dry hands. Okay. Now, the recipe says You're going to use 1/4 cup of honey, 2 tablespoons of prepared yellow mustard, 1 tablespoon of butter, 1½ pounds of center pork chops, about 1½ inch thick, garlic powder to taste. Okay, we're going to mix the honey and the mustard together in a small bowl until thoroughly combined. Where did I put my bowl? Oh, duh. It's right here. Okay, so we're going to mix 2 tablespoons. I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm not going to get a measuring spoon. I think I'm getting good enough at this where I don't have to use a measuring spoon. And I do have 2 extra more chops than it calls for. But I want to make sure we have enough for leftovers. Okay. Clean hands. Wipe off the rim before you put your lid on it. Honey. 1/4 cup of honey, so that's not very much. Okay, let's get a spoon. Let's mix this up. There we go. Honey and mustard. See that? Yeah, it smells good. Wish we had smelly vision. Okay, that's the end of that. That's all you got to do with that part. Oh, get this in the sink to get washed. Okay, next is we're going to heat the butter in the skillet over medium-high heat at the pork chops and sprinkle with 1/2 cup of the garlic powder. So let's move you around. Okay, you can see me. Medium heat. We're going to melt some butter. How much butter did it say to use? 1 tablespoon. That's close enough. Okay. You know I'm going to use tongs. I'm not going to use a spatula. Let me get my tongs. Okay, so we're going to melt the butter in the skillet. Then we're going to add the chops and sprinkle with 1/2 cup of the garlic powder. This is for a plate for when they're done cooking. Now that one's a nice thick chop. See that? This is done. Turn this around so I can hold the pan. Let me mix this around so all the butter, yeah, y'all can see me. You've got a good frame view. So the butter is on all the chops. I'm not going to turn my fan on because it gets really noisy and then it's hard to hear. So, but we should be okay because we're not doing any big frying. We're just cooking the chops now. Okay, so that's going to sit right there. Let's get that out of the way. I'm going to sprinkle the garlic powder. Hubby and I love garlic powder, so we're going to do a little bit extra. And this is what's good is when you make it yourself, you can make it the way you like it. Leave that out for the other side. Hubby likes his mushrooms. I don't care for mushrooms, but I don't mind the flavor. And I don't want to double dip, so I'm just going to sprinkle. So come on. This is my homemade dehydrated mushrooms where I got fresh mushrooms from the grocery store, dehydrated them, and I made them into powder. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah, I don't like mushrooms. I don't like the texture of mushrooms. That's why I don't like mushrooms. Hubby loves them. And I do pot them. This is just for some extra nutrient. stir this around a little bit. Because it says all we have to do is cook until brown, about 3 minutes, turn the tops over, and then sprinkle it again. And then we're going to add the coating of that honey and mustard. Oh, I got to get my water boiling. I'm going to put you on pause. I can get my water boiling because we're going to have broccoli as a side dish. Okay, we are back. I just flipped them over. I got my broccoli stick getting ready to boil. Let's sprinkle some garlic on this side. Done with that. Now let's do the mushroom powder. And I do color. Okay, let's rotate these so they get butter and the juices. We don't want our chops to be tough. You see how they get that coating on them from the butter and all the seasoning that's on the frying pan? Now I'm going to flip them because I know that first side cooked already. Now we just want this side to cook. Moving around so getting all that butter and seasoning just to get extra goodiness all over the place. And I'm keeping an eye. It takes about 3 to 4 minutes on each side to cook. And these are thick. Like that was really thick. These two are really thick. Okay, we're going to, in a minute, we're going to, yeah, it only takes about 3 minutes per side for them to cook. And then we're going to brush the honey mustard sauce over the top, turn them over, and cook for 5 minutes. Turn the tops onto the other side and brush with honey. And cook until the tops are no longer pink inside, and bring the meat thermometer says 145 degrees. So let's get our meat thermometer out. And let's put it on, turn it on. We're going to do meat, pork chops, poultry. What is that? Okay, what is that? Veal, poultry. Oh, I don't know what that means. But we want 145 degrees, so I'm going to leave that right there. That's cooking. Okay. Remember, whenever you get your spices, always wipe the top of your jars so they seal good. And you put it back in the pantry. Okay, it's been 3 minutes, so I'm not going to brush it, I'm just going to lay it on. That's why I got a bowl with a little spout. Now I got to remember I got to save stuff for the next side. pan. That take care of those. Okay, so once you brush the honey, the mustard, the chops, turn them over and cook for 5 minutes. Turn the chops into another side and brush with honey. So we're going to cook these for 5 minutes. It doesn't say cover it, put a lid on it, so I'm just leaving it just the way it is. Set my F40 in. Let's do this for 5 minutes. We'll set the timer, and we'll bring you back when we're totally done, because I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. And the broccoli should be ready then. Pork chops will be ready. And we'll be doing the taste test. Bring you back. Alrighty, we're back, and they are done. I will tell you this, and I changed it on my recipe. Only 3 minutes, not 5 minutes, because guess what? They scorched. See that? See how they scorched? They're not burnt, just that one outer layer is. So, got a fork knife, just in case they're not really tender, because I don't know. So, here is my take on honey mustard pork chops with garlic, butter, steamed broccoli. Let's take a look. Let's take a test. Well, it's cut smooth. It's just a tiny bit on the top side. Oh, I didn't even measure because I knew I didn't have to. I knew it was cooked all the way through. And I'll bring it to you in just a second. Look at that. Cooked all the way through. There's the one side that didn't scorch. This is the side that did scorch. See that? Well, let's see. Can we taste it? That's the biggest thing. So what does it taste like? Make sure I turn my burners off. Sure did. Oh, yeah. Oh, my camera's all crooked. I'm so sorry there. Definitely can taste that honey mustard. I would add more. I'm going to change the recipe. Instead of saying 2 tablespoons of yellow mustard, I'm going to say 4. Instead of 1/4 cup of honey, because you can taste a little bit of honey, not a lot, I'm going to change it to 1/2 cup of honey. Let's do the broccoli. And what I did is all I did was boil the broccoli, drained it, put it back in my pot, added a little bit of butter, some garlic powder, sauteed it. So for me, I would consider this a win-win presentation of honey mustard pork chops and steamed broccoli. Oh, actually boiled broccoli. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye. And guess what? It's under 30 minutes. We're eating. Bye-bye.